My friends, I've been eating a lot of gut-friendly foods lately, so I wanted to walk around the store and show you about the top 5 gut-friendly foods I've been eating, because when you learn about the gut and the microbiome and the fact that 70% of the cells that make up your immune system live in your gut, and why it's so important to foster it and keep you healthy, and especially your immune system this time of year, it's in your best interest to eat these foods that are fermented, full of a ton of bacteria and a ton of fiber. Before we do that, I also want you to check out thrivemarket.com using my promo link down below. Thrive is the longest supporter of my channel, but the reason why I like them is pretty much anything you can find in any grocery store is on Thrive Market, and it's cheaper, and the box comes to your door. You don't even have to go to the store if you don't want to. And I typed down a list in the description box, put my favorite Thrive Market food items and personal care all below, and my link down there gets you 30% off your first order and a free gift, so check them out. So I've been drinking a ton of kefir. What is kefir? It's basically drinkable fermented yogurt. The one I drink at home is not here, but it's dairy-free Harmless Harvest, which is a great brand of dairy-free one. If you want a dairy one, this is great because it's made with grass-fed milk. And I've never seen this before. Lifeway has organic grass-fed. Why is this important? Because look what they both say. Live and active prebiotics. This one also says belly-friendly probiotics. There's literally billions of living bacteria in here that are gut-friendly. But what did I say a second ago? There's also an ingredient at the grocery store that hinders your gut, and that's sugar. There's no added sugar in these, which is why these are Bobby approved. But anytime, I repeat, anytime you pick up a flavored one, so this is the same brand right here with strawberries. Strawberries sound lovely in kefir. The problem is, yes, there's strawberries that are organic with no natural flavors, which is actually kind of impressive, but there's cane sugar. And this one has 5 grams of added cane sugar, and something like this raspberry one has 6 grams. So that's over a teaspoon or a teaspoon and a half of added cane sugar. Let's think for a second what cane sugar does. Cane sugar weakens your immune system. Cane sugar kills your good gut bacteria and feeds the bad one. Well, wait a second, we're drinking this fermented kefir because it's gut friendly. But if you're having all the cane sugar, it defeats the whole purpose in the first place. So, yes, this is incredibly good and good for your gut, and I recommend drinking it every single day, but stay away from the flavored ones because the sugar defeats the darn purpose in the whole place. There's a dirty little secret about yogurt, which I'll tell you in a second, but yogurt is oftentimes confused as a dessert, but it's actually a fermented food that's incredibly gut friendly. And the reason why I say it's confused as dessert, pick up almost any flavored yogurt, even something as innocuous as vanilla, which you think wouldn't be sweet, it just has some vanilla bean. No, number one, it has natural flavors in there and a little bit of vanilla extract. But there's cane sugar as the second ingredient, and 3/4 cup serving has 11 grams of added sugar, which is just under 3 teaspoons of added sugar per, which is why you want to get plain yogurt. And I'm going to show you the best fermented dairy yogurt and non-dairy yogurt right over there. So Siggi's is actually Bobby approved. And I find it really weird. Siggi's, you're on the non-GMO verified list, but you don't have the stamp on here. So this is Bobby approved. They should put the stamp on there because they're already paying for it. But what did I say a second ago? There's a dirty little secret in yogurt making, and it's the fact that this is a fermented product. All yogurts are fermented, but almost all makers of yogurts will ferment their yogurt and then pasteurize afterwards. The reason they do that is because it's more shelf stable. The more living bacteria, the more unpredictable it is on the shelf. You just killed all of the bacteria in there. So independent tests actually show that many of the yogurts on the market that say billions of living bacteria in the front don't have any, and sometimes they have barely any. What they do is after the pasteurization, they sprinkle an over-the-counter probiotic in there for a little bit of living bacteria, which is total BS. Siggi's actually pasteurizes their dairy, then ferments, which results in a lot of living bacteria, which is what is gut friendly in the first place. So Siggi's is great. And if you're non-dairy, let me walk over here and show you the other better option. It's right here. It's coconut cult, dairy-free, better in my opinion than the other ones. Why? Because there's more living bacteria in this one than any other brand. Full disclosure, my friend Noah is the founder of this company. I'm a small investor in the company, but there's actually so many living bacteria in here. 50 billion of them that it tells you to start off with just a couple spoons because you might not be used to that many bacteria. And the diversity of the different strains of bacteria is unbelievable. Even with the ones that have a little sweetener, the sweetener is just a touch of coconut nectar, and that doesn't kill your gut bacteria like cane sugar does. This stuff is amazing. Stay away from most flavored yogurts because it's really just a dessert. And with that much sugar, you're killing your vital microbes in your gut, you're weakening your immune system, and you're not fostering the bacteria like you would with something like Siggy's Plain or Coconut Cult. This is something I eat pretty much every day. It's sauerkraut, also would fall in that category. Kimchi, all of these brands here are fantastic because they're fermented. They're living in the cold case for a reason. Why? Because you can buy sauerkraut in the middle aisles, but that's pasteurized. This is raw fermented, and you'll notice this is the same brand I have at Costco, right? This is a small 18-ounce jar for $8.99. It's actually about 50 cents cheaper for a 56-ish ounce jar at Costco, which is why I always buy it there. But what's so interesting is that when it's fermented like this, it's a probiotic, and you'll notice there's no vinegar. The lack of vinegar means there's a natural fermentation and why it has to live in the chill chest. I don't care if you get this or the kimchi or that brand of kraut, all of these not only have living bacteria that's gut friendly, but what's the bonus of kraut made of cabbage? Cabbage has fiber. What is fiber-rich foods? They're called prebiotics. They actually feed your gut bacteria. So you get probiotics and prebiotics. You're doing a double bonus for your gut. Start eating this, but if you heat this up, like some people ask me you can do, you just killed all the bacteria in here. I just eat it as is. If you need to spruce it up, pour a little Bobby approved salad dressing on this, but this stuff is so gut friendly and immune friendly. 2023 on social media was the year of cottage cheese, which is so cool because I remember cottage cheese back in the day that my grandma used to love. I used to come to Florida and visit my grandma in the winters from Chicago, and she would put cottage cheese in the center of her cantaloupe at the Jewish deli, and that's the only way people ate it back then. But last year, people were turning this into dips and sauces and desserts, and that's a good thing because number one, this has a ridiculous source of protein, and there's a trend going on now and last month in January for getting 100 grams of protein. Well, a half a cup of this has 14 grams of protein, which is nice. And I do love the fact that this is organic too, but read the ingredients right here. Living cultures here with the organic fat. Double cream is good because what lives in this kind of fat? Omega-3 fatty acids combined with the living bacteria. Unbelievable. Actually, my favorite thing to do for lunch is take this and put it on a bed of the sauerkraut together. There's something magical about this with my keto turkey sandwich that Baba makes me every day now that she's been staying for a few months. Oh my gosh, yummy, gut friendly, and so darn good for you. A lot of people see avocados and they know it's a healthy fat. And I wanted to talk about this briefly because a lot of the foods we've been showing live in the chill chest because they're fermented, but also fiber-rich foods are prebiotics. They're very good for you. And people know this is a healthy fat, but what a lot of people don't know that in the produce section, this is probably the most fiber-rich food you can get because one avocado has about 13 to 14 grams of fiber. So you get your healthy fats and you get that kind of fiber and you get, once again, the prebiotics. So if you can have a diet that has prebiotics, which feed your gut bacteria, and probiotics, which flourish the microbiome, boom, baby, home run. All right, friends, that is it from the grocery store with the top 5 foods that you want to eat in general, but especially now during cold and flu season because they're so darn good for your gut, your microbiome, and your immune system. Do also check out thrivemarket.com using my link down below. 30% off your first order and the free gift. And remember, I typed out a list of my favorite Thrive Market items, both food and personal care. Put it down below. But from the grocery store, my favorite place, I leave you like I always do. # keep on cooking. Mad love and peace. Bye.